From Neural Newscast, I'm Thomas Keene.
And I'm Thatcher Collins. Yemen-based Houthi militants have officially entered the widening conflict in the Middle East, launching a batch of ballistic missiles at Israel on Saturday. NBC News reports that while the Israel Defense Forces intercepted the incoming threats and issued an all-clear to civilians, the group's entry into the war marks a dangerous new phase in the regional escalation.
The military impact of these strikes might be limited by aerial defenses, Thatcher, but the secondary effects on infrastructure are significant. The Houthis are positioned along the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, a narrow 16-mile-wide choke point that serves as a critical artery for trade between Europe and Asia. We have already seen the Suez Canal experience a 70% drop in traffic over the last 2 years. With Iran effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz, the International Energy Agency is describing this as the worst disruption in the history of the oil market.
It is a situation that is rapidly moving beyond a local military exchange. The Iranian government has signaled that the entire 1,400-mile Red Sea inlet is now considered a target zone, specifically citing the presence of the American aircraft carrier United States Gerald R. Ford. Any facilities supporting that carrier group are now being labeled as potential targets by Iran's armed forces. This pressure on maritime corridors is turning a localized fight into an all-out regional economic war involving global energy systems and supply chains.
The human cost is also rising for United States forces stationed in the region. On Friday, an Iranian missile hit the Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. 2 United States officials confirmed that several American service members were injured, and at least 1 aircraft was damaged. Fortunately, none of the injuries are considered life-threatening, but this brings the total number of Americans injured in the war to 303. Since the conflict with Iran began, 15 United States service members have died.
The scale of a loss across the entire region is staggering. At least 3,191 people have been killed since the war began. As the Houthis align their operations with Hezbollah in Lebanon and groups in Iraq, the geography of the combat zone continues to expand. Analysts suggest that the Saturday missile strike was intended to give the international community a taste of the disruptions yet to come if the military escalation against Iran and its allies continues.
We will continue to track the impact on global shipping lanes and regional stability. I'm Thomas Keene.
And I'm Thatcher Collins. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.